After I built my small pontoon boat out of PVC pipe, I decided to build a bigger boat out of PVC pipe. So here is the bigger boat. It's made out of entirely 4-inch diameter PVC pipe with 3/4 inch PVC pipe glued in between the 4-inch to give it a little bit better sealing. I built it section by section and then glued the sections together, and then built a plywood bow on the front, and I built the bench across the middle, and I closed off the stern with another plywood section. And then I took it in the water and see if I had any leaks. If I had any leaks, I found where they were, and I sealed them up with some silicone caulking. And after that, I installed 2 paddle wheels. As you can see, they're run by 5-horse Briggs & Stratton gasoline engines, and they are pulley driven off the motor and then chain driven off the axle to the sprocket on the paddle wheel. The paddle wheels are made out of 3/4 inch metal conduit cut up in lengths and attached to the square of heavy gauge galvanized steel plate, and then cross members of angle iron connect the 2 plates together, and the 3/4 inch metal conduit pipes go out to the paddles, and the paddles are some more galvanized metal plates, and it set up real good, worked fine. The only problem was that I did not consider the motor's maximum torque isn't there until it gets up to 500-600 RPM. So you had to kind of slowly engage the motors and get the paddles turning, and then once you got it turning, you could get going. I found out later that you could put a go-kart centrifugal clutch on the motor shaft, and that way the motor wouldn't start turning the paddle wheel until it reached 500-600 RPM, and it would give it a lot more torque. We could go sailing, probably reached a speed of 11-12 miles an hour with both paddles going as fast as they could. Had a lot of power, so the winds didn't affect it very much. Here's a close-up of the paddle and the motor set up, and I could engage and disengage the paddles on each motor separately, so I could do a little bit of steering, but most of the steering was done in the back with a rudder, and that's basically how I set up my PVC pipe boat with paddle wheel driven.